Okay, we are going to try this again. I think it might actually be working this time. My name is Jason Sterling, and it looks like it is working this time. Second time was the charm here. The first time I tried it, I wasn't getting any feed put out through YouTube that I could tell. This time, however, it is rolling. Today we're going to work on some building here in San Myshuno. Now, of course, I am doing a series for Growing Together, the RM Cascadian Growing Together series, and this is a big set for that particular series. This is a set that plays heavily into upcoming episode 4. Episode 3, parts 1 and 2 did go live today. So the set I'm going to work on today will be for episode 4. It's an existing building. I feel like I've been working on it for a long time. It's a large building. It's a large build. Now, I haven't done it all online. I haven't done it all live. Some parts of it I have done just, like at work, when I'm building at work, things like that. A good example of that would be here onto the side. We just had Greenhouse Haven and the basement kits, basement stuff kits. Those two were released a few days ago. And the first thing I did with the greenhouse was create this sort of little tea room off to the side here. Sort of like the green tea house, right? So I created that onto the side of the building because I'd wanted to do both a cafe on the ground floor of this building and a restaurant. Now, the restaurant I haven't done yet. The cafe is here, though, it's called the waiting room. Go in here and get your drinks. Then you can go out here, and kind of hang out. Brought the piano from Growing Together here to San Myshuno out on the sidewalk. Play a little music for both places here. If you don't want to use it as a cafe, I also just put in like some coffee pots, the tea set, a little drink tray, stuff like that, so that your Sims could just come in here and hang out, even if you're not actively running this lot as a cafe. Now, that's where we are. Where we're headed is, I would love to put in, like I said, a restaurant, maybe on this side of the building. So we have a cafe on one side, we have a restaurant on the other. Ideally, I would love for the restaurant to be over here as well, but there's not really a lot of windows for a restaurant on this side. And I don't know. Well, right, going to do it. How about that? I might be getting some lag here. We'll see. Again, if I do get some lag, my apologies, because something's wrong with the internet in my neighborhood. It's normally pretty good, but of late there have been issues. And like I said, if it just looks like it's going to go laggy too much, I'll just take it off stream. Just do this all, as just a video upload. We're going to take all this off. We're going to take this off, this off, this off. Now we're going to empty out a lot of this stuff here. Also on the first floor of this, I wanted kind of have a mock-up of a sort of light industry sort of setup, right? My idea is maybe like a small computer manufacturing firm where you would have the ability to custom manufacture like a computer, right? That's something that could go right here. So maybe we might put that there. We'll see. For now, I think we'll go ahead and we'll mark this space off as a restaurant, right? And then we could have kind of a lobby here, place to put tables here, a kitchen back here, and then bathrooms. Kind of small for a bathroom back here, but maybe bathrooms back here. Okay. In fact, real quick, we'll just map it out a little bit. We could do 2 bathrooms right here. Do like a men's and a women's bathroom. And then we could put, our kitchen here. Maybe like a little storage closet there. Again, this would be where the tables are on the floor, and we'd have like a sort of, lobby and a place to request a table, the hostess stand, stuff like that right here. That's kind of that general map. What we're really going to work on today, though, is a sort of grand lobby, right? We want an impressive lobby, to enter into this building, because the lobby is going to do double duty. We're going to have the lobby act as the campaign headquarters for my primary sim in this series, right? He's been convinced to run for public office, and the guy that convinced him to do it owns this building, and so he's going to volunteer the lobby area as a campaign office, a campaign headquarters. So I want to try to have something that looks grand and impressive as a lobby, but also could do double duty as a sort of small campaign headquarters, right? So we're going to throw some lighting in here first so I can see what in the world am I doing. And I don't necessarily want the lobby to get too big. We do want to keep the build realistic, right? But big enough. So let's take a look here. Also, too, when I think about this as a potential lobby, I mean, we need. Well, I guess we don't actually have to have it. I'm thinking that it would be great to have some sort of access to both this cafe and to this future restaurant from the lobby. Because upstairs, of course, we have all condominiums, right? So the people that live here would want access from within the building to those 2 spaces. The restaurant is kind of the easy part. We could just grab another door like that and stick it on this side. Both doors would provide access. This is a little more difficult. I guess we could go ahead. We'll close this off. And it's more difficult because I already have it completely, essentially decorated here, right? But we could do just kind of a small door. It doesn't have to be anything particularly grand as far as this goes. I mean, just a little small entrance. And we'll do a small hallway here off of the main lobby. This hallway will provide access both to that cafe. And as I said, the idea is to mock up what would appear to be a sort of light industrial area, right? A light industry area where they are making computer components, right? Custom computers. So we'll draw that across there. That might still be really too big for a lobby, so let's bring this in a little bit more. But what this hallway could act as too is put a door there for the computer center, the computer manufacturing outfit. We could put like the mailbox, mailboxes in here. This doesn't act as a real apartment, of course, because we can't actually make apartments in game, but we're going to do kind of a mock-up. So we're going to have these sort of pretend mailboxes here. We could grab a garbage chute. I don't think I have a garbage chute out here yet. We could put a garbage chute out here, you know, as well. Probably need to put a few cheats in today. Oh, whoops. Well, let's see here. There we go. Now it's back on. I guess it was on to begin with. That's kind of weird. I didn't think that it was on, but it must have been. Let's go here. I'm also going to unlock all the items that are kind of tied to gameplay, you know, like you have to be this level artist or something to get these items. I'm going to unlock all those items as well as show us our hidden objects, right? And let's see. There we go. There's our garbage chute. Let's go with that one. Let's go with this one. Kind of a gold one here. We'll put it outside both the computer manufacturing outlet and the cafe. Give them easy access to the garbage. We're going to use this wooden floor throughout this space. For now, we need some sort of wall covering as well. I've been trying to use a lot of growing together assets. And we might look and see, all they've really got is tile as a new wall covering and growing together. And I actually really like this sort of retro luxe. So let's go with retro luxe, and they actually do, they have more than that one tile in growing together. Let's pull that up real quick, because now that I think about it, yeah, in growing together, we've got several different wall textures actually, because I've been using them. This one especially I've been using a lot, the Suburban Dream siding. I've been using this a lot inside, and I've used it upstairs in a couple of the condos. So it makes sense that we would use it downstairs as well, right? Makes a certain amount of sense. So let's go ahead and we're gonna wall in one side of that stairwell, and then we're also going to put in let's put in some railings here. And we'll grab this particular wall covering and we'll put it on there. Which it looks really nice inside. It's supposed to be a sort of exterior siding, I think. But I think it's got a really great textural look for inside a building. So we're going to put that there. It also provides a little bit of privacy going off to this hallway, right? For maybe the residents, from the privacy from the lobby as a whole. The front part of this lobby, I think, will set as more of a standard lobby. So let's do some plants underneath the stairwell here. Again, these will work actually pretty well from growing together. And they have a sort of lobby look to me. They look a little bit like the sort of planters you might find in a lobby. Let's center it. And then one thing we could do after we center it, you know, it has a little bit of an Asian feel to it. So let's kind of pump that up a little bit. Let's really emphasize that. We'll frame it in here. And then let's see here. I did not want to do that. I don't want to take the whole thing out. What I want to do is I want to create a rock garden there. And yes, I know that I can do it with these pebbles, right? We have these pebbles. Where are they? Not that. This stuff, right? I mean, I know I can do it with that. So see, we could do pebbles, right? Like that to give it kind of a rock garden look. But I wanted to use the terrain paint from Snowy Escape. I think that's in here, maybe. Is it here? Maybe I'm wrong. Is it an actual flooring? It's been a while since I've used it, but I thought that the Snowy Escape rock garden stuff was terrain paint. No, it's an actual flooring. Okay, well then that makes it a whole lot easier for us. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do it like this, and then we can take, because this is actually what I wanted to do, and then sort of, let me see here. Do something kind of like that, right? And we could do it in sort of a sandy color. Let's do sand. Good. Let's put some rocks there, like that. And maybe make it a little smaller. Like that. So then we're going to have kind of a little rock garden here, little Asian themed rock garden in the lobby. And let's go ahead and look for some furniture real quick. This actually looks like pretty good all-purpose sort of corporate furniture, you know, actually. This Dream Home Decorator, though, I love for pretty much everything. I mean, I feel like it just works with so much. We're going to put this here, 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 and here. And we're going to reverse it and do it on the other side. We'll draw the wall in between there. And once again, we will accent the wall with this particular Dream Home, you know, siding here or whatever it's called. And we'll make the railing on top of that pony wall white. We may not do that in blue, though. Let me take a look at the color of this stuff. Let's do white. Okay, so we've got that set. One thing that bothers me a little bit, though, looking at it right now, is, of course, that we don't want the lobby to be too crowded. We've got this entrance into the restaurant, of course. I'm going to take those out. Ooh, that's broken. We don't want the broken version. I do like that mirror, but I don't know. We'll have to see if we end up keeping it there. Obviously, we don't want the broken basement version, but we'll see. Let's try that for a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to love it, but let's go ahead and try it. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how it kind of feels as we work, with this space here. The thing I'm feeling is like we could, since this doorway is really only for people in the apartment building, who live here to enter that restaurant. It's not really a main entrance. We could pull this back even more. I'm going to do this here. It's still a little tight to my way of thinking, but not too bad. And then we'll have like a little kind of lobby area here. Do. We're using all the packs. As you can see, I did not limit the packs on this particular build. I just left it wide open. I didn't really want to try to, do just base game in one pack or anything like that. Just going to make this a full-blown build, and whatever it's missing can be just kind of made up. If someone downloads it, kind of put their own touch on it. So let's go with that, and let's find a rug for in here. Go with a nice area rug for the space. We're going to try, we've got this stuff from Growing Together. I don't think we got any rugs with the new kits though, right? I don't think so. There's actually a mod too where it'll show all the names of the kits, right? So that you can just, just choose the kits you actually want to use. But I don't have the mod installed on my desktop. I need to install it on my desktop, but I haven't. We do have this, however, as a maybe. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to have to look for something else, but I don't know, maybe. The blue's nice. That's okay. Not exactly, though, what I'm looking for. Someone take it out. Let's take that out. Let's see. Let's just take all of this off. See what we have to work with here. One thing I feel like we really could use, like I would love it, is if we just had like a rug pack. Like give me a rug kit. Give me like a rug stuff pack or something, because I feel like I'm constantly searching for rugs. And I also feel like even more so, I kind of end up reusing the same things again and again and again. And, in reality, when you go out in the real world, of course, there's like a million types of rugs out there. So it kind of makes sense if we had just a rug pack, right? Just rug stuff. And if you wanted to do something cooler with it, you could do maybe I don't know. We already have a vacuum. Maybe a steam cleaner or something. I don't know what you could do with it. Maybe you could make it where we could custom do the rugs like you do with cats and dogs, where you could paint them your own way. You know, sort of that sort of system. That would be really cool. Let's see here. What colors does this come in? Not bad. That's not bad. I would love something like that, but maybe like a somewhat different color. I might still use it. I don't use that very often, but you know, it's pretty cool. And it's definitely great for a modern sort of lobby look. Let's change. We're going to change the top of these walls real quick to something a little bit warmer while I'm at it. Maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. Not bad. And then let's find a couple of plants, right? A couple more plants to put in here. This is a, a lobby. This is a sort of condominium lobby. So we're definitely going to want to dress it up with some flowers. That's not too bad. I always feel like these planters are like way too big for the plant that's in there, right? Because the plant's like real little and you got this giant planter. But they do, tone wise, they're kind of got it, right? It's not too bad tone wise. So we might just have to go ahead and stick with that. I'm starting to second guess this warmer feel here now on this rock garden. We might have to go ahead and change that. Let's take a look again at our colors here, because I end up using so much white that, it seems like maybe we should keep it tied more together, right? So we'll take this stuff back white. And then we can change that to a, whoops. Change this to a white as well. There. That's not too bad. Now we're going to need to put in some better lighting. So let's take it into nighttime. Let's move this over here. Again, this is our grand lobby, so we need to have something that is going to be a little more impressive, a little more dramatic and theatrical when you come into this place, especially at night. Give you a real sort of feel of the luxury of the development, right? So it looks a little nicer. Throw a little dramatic sort of lighting here off to the side of these planters, like so. We can kind of do the same thing under here. Gives us a really nice look under the stairs. There's some pretty cool lighting with the new Growing Together pack. Let's take a look at what we have here. That's pretty warm, but I think it looks good. I think we'll go with that. One thing we're going to do over here on this side by this seating area is let's go ahead and put in I need something larger. Let's take that off. That's good. Let's use that, and then we're going to put some table lamps here on the back of it. The new, I'm going to use the new, I think I will use the new table lamps from that pack. These are pretty cool. I'm going to put that light there above the door. I don't know if it's going to do enough to justify having it there. That might be a little bit better there. Let's leave it for now. The lobby seems too dark, so we're going to go ahead and put in another table, right? Let's grab this here. And we'll throw another lamp on this end. There. That brightens it up a little bit on that corner. I mean, I want it to be kind of homey, you know. I definitely want it to be sort of calming, you know, soothing, not super bright, not super in your face. So on one hand, it's good that it's not super bright, but there can also reach a point where it looks like we haven't paid the electric bill, you know, and that's too much. We'll go ahead and give... Oh, hello, JM. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to chat today. Which is the bad thing with me in building. I have a tendency not to check chat. I forget where I am and what I'm doing. But I'm glad to see you here today. We are outfitting a lobby for this condominium building. Not a real condominium. We can't really do apartments in game, but my pretend condominium, and we're using this back space here as a future or as a campaign headquarters for a sim. So we're going to make it look a little bit like maybe there was a sort of retail space back here, like this, 1, 2, like that. I hope this will work. 1, 2. We're going to take those out, actually. What I want to do is take this, finish it across like that, finish it across like that. Right, so it kind of defines the space back here in the back. And we're going to accent it with this new, you know, dream home or dreams. What is this stuff called? what is this stuff called? Suburban Dream Siding. That's what we're going to accent it with. Suburban Dream Siding. Like that. And then as you come in, you've kind of definitely got a flow through here to the back. Pretty easy flow through. And my first thought was to, do this, on each side of that. So it kind of just makes a sort of window there. I guess we could do it that way. But that's an awful narrow door space. Yeah, I think it's too narrow. I don't really want to have it that closed off. Because, yeah, we could draw a whole wall there, actually, and just put actual windows in. And then archways, we could go that route. But that's really not the idea, anyway, I had in my head. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll go through and change it here in a little bit. But for now, that's not really the idea I kind of was working with. Now, the area here in the lobby still seems a little dark to me, so I'm going to brighten up under the stairs a little bit more. Give it a little more light. I also think I'm going to take these columns out here, at least for now. I don't really like the way that's looking. I like this pretty well, but not there in the corner. And if I'm going to use those columns there, maybe I should consider putting columns here. Part of the problem is they're not exactly white. I mean, they say white, right? That's supposed to be white, I think. But it's just not exactly white, so I'm not going to use them so far. We're going to just stick with what we've got. Put another light here. Now we have our office. So we're going to take these two lights out. And we're going to use these lights in a pretty thick configuration. And that'll be our lighting for back here in the sort of campaign headquarters area. Yeah, the wood I really like too, Deborah. That is like this siding, I think looks really, really good. I love it for indoor applications. So far, I've only used it on the inside. It just has a really nice textural element to it. Our campaign headquarters is going to be pretty easy to set up. Obviously, we need some desk, right? Right. Let's look here and see what we have for desks to use. Something sort of basic, functional. We'll take a look here and see what we've got. This, I mean, something like this is actually good if it wasn't such, if it wasn't leaning kitty so much, because I like all those drawers and stuff. We also have, with this, that's not bad. We have that, which is not bad. And we have this. We're just going to fall back on this, I think. I really do like this desk. It's a very nice standard desk, right? Real easygoing. Comes in a non-offensive array of colors, right? So let's see here. Set it here. Like that. And they're going to need kind of an area for when people come in just to kind of, you know, meet with people with this campaign. Again, this is all just storytelling. When you play the politician career with The Sims 4, don't let me give you the wrong idea. No one's going to show up to brainstorm with you about your campaign. But when you're doing storytelling, and that's what this ultimately is for, is a set, you know, for storytelling. Yeah, you know, you're going to want to maybe have a scene or at least have a place with a place that implies that that sort of thing takes place, right? So we're going to put some chairs in here. And the great thing about where they are is, of course, in real life, you can always swing them around to face these desks as well. So they kind of do double duty. And then here in the middle, we'll put in a nice round sort of table, sort of coffee table. I kind of thought that one, but if I have to, we'll use that version of it maybe. It's kind of small. It's actually smaller than I really was thinking. Let's see what else we've got. But we don't have a lot of options for that, so let's shoot for, let's take a look at that. That's going to be too big. It's really big. I need something right in the middle of those two. That's not too bad. I mean, size-wise, I don't know about the fish component in a campaign office space, but it kind of has the right size to it. I was saying I really needed a rug pack. I also really need a coffee table pack. I need anything that you go to your local like furniture store and you see 3,000 options for it. That's what I need in game. 3,000 options. I guess we don't have, you know, we really don't have to do a coffee table at all. But it wouldn't make, it doesn't make sense not to have one. So maybe, how about this? Like that? I think that works, and it also ties in tone-wise with everything. Everything seems to fit here. So let's find some desk chairs real quick. Again, let's take a look and see what we got with Dream Home Decorator that might just match anyway. Right here, like this. Simple. We're going to throw a computer on each desk, which is probably a mistake. Oh. I just got scared to death. Hold on just a second. I got to take a quick break. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. Let me get this back on here. That was a bit of a jump scare for me there. Whew, someone snuck up on me. I've got a little bit of time left here. I gotta head out here in a minute and get my car out of the shop. So it's done finally today. Hooray. I'm tired of kind of driving a rental around. So more than glad of that. Let's throw some computers out there. I did almost have a heart attack though. So that was a brief moment there. Let's get a rug down in the middle of all this, something nice, something functional, something that says corporate office. What does this come in? Don't we have kind of, something like that? That's kind of cool. What are the colors? This is from like the toddler stuff pack. But some of the rugs are really cool. Like that's a really cool rug for this space. And we could maybe work in a few of these black elements around here, maybe in some accessories. So I'm going to go with that. That actually looks pretty good. And let me make sure I've got my microphone in the right spot too. Hopefully everyone can hear me without any trouble. Let's find a quick, pleasing sort of plant for that table. Maybe in black. We could maybe do a planter in black. I thought that might look good, kind of intersected there. I don't think that, now that I tried it, I don't think it looks good, but something like that might look good. Something just kind of off to the side a little bit. Let's grab another quick sort of occasional table here. There was a new table actually with the Growing Together pack. Let me pull that up here. Like this one. Let's put that in there. I really want to do some of the campaign style art and posters. I'm going to go ahead and let's choose City Living. See here. Where I don't see them all. Oh, maybe they're right here. That's right. Let's go this route. And Reg is all for more money for everybody, right? More money in everybody's bank, everybody's piggy bank. So we're going to do, in fact, we're going to do a big poster of that, right? Because that is his big campaign thing. So we're going to put that there right on that wall where everyone can see it. And then I think we have kind of like a little pig, don't we? We have a little pig sculpture in here somewhere. Not just with City Living, but let's see here. Not that one. Wasn't really thinking of that. That would work, maybe. Little golden pig. He looks a little maniacal, though. So where is the ceramic pig? Let's see here. Looks kind of like the rabbit, right? Hopefully I know what I'm talking about. I hope so. Sometimes I do kind of make a mistake and I'll remember something from The Sims 3, and think, now where is that? And I'll go looking through everything and not be able to find it. Maybe there's not a pig. I could have sworn there was a pig. I think this comes in black, does it? It does. I use that somewhere. Ah, there he is. Okay, awesome. So we're going to grab him, and he looks happy. See, he's happy and smiling. And we're going to put that there. Campaign promises galore. There's not really a lot of campaign stuff really with City Living, remarkably. You have that kind of selection of posters, which is great. And some t-shirts, but not a lot of other stuff. Now, we can use stuff like this. Like here's some write-ups in the paper, right? Here's some write-ups in these different sort of magazines. So we're going to put these here. Kind of show people, we have some notoriety. We're getting some good press. Put this here, there. We're going to put that there, and let's see if we can find some sort of... Oh, you know what? Maybe we won't use that there. Let me move that over here. Maybe this. This is a city living piece. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Because my thought is you don't want too much stuff on that table to get in the way, you know, when you're trying to talk to each other. And we'll do it in black. We'll do a nice black accent out of it. Do. Let's see if we can find a plant to intersect with that particular pot here on the desk. We're going to merge a couple of things together. So it looks like there are flowers and stuff coming out of it. Maybe if I know there's something that does fit with it. Oh, we could use this too. Again, because it comes in a nice kind of black there. And Reg likes, you know, Reg is a good guy. That's a guy running for office, right? He likes for people to personalize their spaces, right? Wants them to feel like at home here. Wants it to be kind of homey. In fact, I might throw in some kids stuff here in a little bit. Might toss a few kids things around. That's not going to work, I don't think. Nah, that's not going to work. Let's delete that. I mean, it might work for something else. It's not going to work intersecting that pot there. I know there's something I used to always use. It was probably bamboo. You know, it was probably bamboo. Let me see here. I'm not sure that's the right thing for on top of a desk, but it's not awful. I kind of like it. So we're going to leave that there for now. Back here on this side of the room again, because we just don't have a lot of campaign stuff to put up, we're going to just take a couple more of these little posters back behind each desk, right? But we're going to make them a little bit bigger. We're very proud of our positions. We're going to make it a little bit bigger, like so, right? There we go. And then I suppose we could do something else again where we've got a selection of different awards and things like that with the new Growing Together pack. Right? Don't we? I think we do. Let me look here under this section. Well, that is a marriage certificate. I thought it was like this, but it was awards. And that's not it. Where? Let's look under everything here and see. Maybe it's not in the Growing Together pack. I don't know. It seems to me like it was. Like just a whole wall, you know, of like these awards and things, you know. Make sure I'm not missing anything there. No. So I guess, Let's look in high school years and see. Aha, see, there it is. It was high school years. Okay, so let's look in high school years. There we go. Now we have it. That's what I was looking for right there. But we're going to put something. Let's see what we've got here to play around with. We'll go with that, right? Again, it's just sort of a general look. These are our claims to fame type of stuff in frames, right? Look at us. We've done good type of stuff. Yeah. And then we could put maybe a shelf underneath it. Oh, that's not too bad. This is actually the shelf from the Greenhouse Haven kit. But I think it's got a really great modern look just for shelving in general. And it's a little bit bigger, like it's a little bit wider than the normal shelving. I'll show you here an example. Compared to that, right? That's what a normal shelf looks like. This is a little bit wider and kind of spaced out. So my thought is, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. And then we could put like books or something, again, stuff that makes us look smart on it, right? Books make you look smart, make you look even smarter when you read the books. So let's take some books and put up here of different sorts. We're researching all of our platforms. Can put some of that up here as well. It also gives it more of a, like they just kind of put it together type of look, right? Because this was not, it wasn't a campaign headquarters until recently. So they put some shelves on there. That's not too bad. That's probably enough. Because I might put a little more clutter on there, like desk-type clutter here in a moment. One thing we could put underneath it is maybe a garbage can. Well, but do I want a garbage can underneath it? Probably rather put a garbage can back here, where it's not quite so noticeable. And we'll turn around this way. Drop one here. Drop one there. Now, we already did framed stuff, framed impressive items on the other side. We can go ahead and do some more books over here, of course. That definitely kind of gives us the look we're looking for. We'll throw a few more books up there. Maybe that one with some, the little planters on the side's very cute. Like that. Something for the wall is going to be a little bit harder. I don't want to do the same thing that we've already done, right? Right. So let's see here. What have we got? Well, we've got stuff like this, single diplomas. We've got some, competition, some ribbons. That's okay, right? These flags. Nah. We could do kind of a, where is it? Where's like a chalkboard here? It's in here somewhere. Did I already pass it maybe? This one. So we could do something like this here, like where they were brainstorming. They're kind of talking about what they want to do. Let's see how this is working compared to the other side here. Yeah, it's all about the same. So yeah, we could have like a chalkboard here that says, hey, they're kind of brainstorming here. Maybe they're keeping a tally. This person likes what you said. This person didn't, type of thing, right? They're kind of keeping a tally, kind of a running total. which is actually what they do at, like, say, your senator's office here in the United States. I was at my esteemed senator's office once. I don't really like him, so I say that with some sarcasm. But I was there, and when people, like, a whole bunch of people were calling in, like, with their concerns, right? And there was someone sitting at the phone, like an aide, and she had a big piece of paper, and literally it just said yes and no on the sheet of paper, and she would just mark yes or no, whichever, I guess, position, wherever they fell on the position. And then that was it. And these people would just rattle on while she's just sitting there. And I know telling her all this stuff, but in the end, the only thing that got passed on to the senator, yes or no. And I'm pretty sure they're probably all kind of like that. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like that particular senator. I still don't. But I think they're all kind of like that. Now, let's grab some desk clutter. This person put something from her kid on her desk. That's cool. We're going to do that like that. And then a whole bunch of letters, big piles of stuff everywhere because they've got a lot of, a lot of different information coming in. They're trying to keep track of a lot of things. We're going to use some of this stuff, right? Like so. Let's just take those off and put that there. You can use these for, put a bunch of them out and about. That one's seen better days. That's the one from, like, Nixon's office with Watergate. They just found it. It was in storage, They didn't know what to do with it. So they just stuck it here with Reg's stuff. Let's see. Let's do this kind as well. Slightly different look to these particular boxes. And then there should be, this. Now, this is definitely the voice of reason. That is definitely a political career item. We're going to put that right there on the table. That's what you use when you are protesting as a candidate, protesting against whatever. You kind of can, take that out and yell at people out there in the square. Put that there. There should be, and I might have missed it, there should be a little, like a pencil holder, and I probably missed it. I'll probably have to go back up here and, look around for it. Put some of these folders out here. Put one down here on the floor by the garbage. Put this one over here. Whoops. Shoot. I was hoping to be able to, well, that doesn't look too bad. I wanted to clutter up the desk a little bit more. That plant seems to be taking up, like, a lot of room. Wonder if it could just go up here. That looks like it's floating. I'm going to have to adjust that with the tool mod here in a little while. Put a couple of folders out there. Aha, there it is. I had not come up on it yet. So a little thing of pencils, right? For everybody's desk, because everybody needs some. Except for maybe this person. She didn't need it, so she stuck it back here on the shelf. I don't know. Does it fit very well there? Yeah, I'm going to put it there. She doesn't like to write stuff. She's just like, she'll send you an email. It's definitely kind of looking like sort of an office environment a little bit here. Now, I look like I'm having trouble. I hope you can still see me. I have been having a little bit of internet problems. Am I back on now? Hopefully it's running again. I'll try to keep an eye on it. There's been some weird internet, in my neighborhood. I think they're working on it, and I keep having these lags. When I'm trying to play video games online, it lags. When my son's playing video games online, it lags a little, and I think it's lagging a little bit. I thought it'd be actually pretty good this afternoon because it is a Monday afternoon. I figured most people in my neighborhood would be at work, but apparently I was wrong. Right? Let's put these out here on the coffee table. Wouldn't mind finding something else to put right here. Maybe those. Something that does not intersect the computer visually. I don't think we're going to find it. Actually, they created some more slot points recently. I don't think they've got any new ones on the desk because I'm having a devil of a time. There we go. We'll put them right there. And that will do. That will do for that right there. Might put this back here. And I think we could put maybe one of these little boxes here, right? Put one over by the desk. Like they're kind of actively working on it. Let's zoom out here and take a look at our office. So this is it. This is kind of our campaign headquarters, right? It's got, I think it looks pretty good. For a quick makeshift campaign headquarters for a local campaign office. We've got 4 desks. We've got a little place to sit, kind of brainstorm with people. We've got our campaign posters up and all of our frames sort of look what I did stuff, right? That's not too bad. And then the rest of our lobby is good. The lobby for the condo building itself. Access to the future restaurant over here. Access to our computer manufacturing outfit over here. We're going to put some wood flooring down over here. It's weird. Let's draw that across there. There we go. That's our kitchen, of course, bathrooms. Okay, so I would say overall, this looks pretty good for a lobby and then a campaign headquarters. I'm pretty happy with it. And it will work really well as a set for the series. So that's good. And that's it for me today. I am going to have to clear out for this afternoon. I've got to go get my car, which should be done at the auto mechanic, right? I hit a deer. I did. I shouldn't say I hit a deer. A deer landed on my car. I was driving a couple of weeks ago, picking up my son from a friend's house, kind of out in the rural part of my town. And all of a sudden, I swear, it just landed on the corner, the front corner, broke the headlight, of course, dislodged the bumper and the side panel. Didn't even really dent it. Now, it broke the headlight. So where I think its hoof must have hit was the headlight, because it broke the headlight, and it did push the panel, the side panel, down enough that it popped loose. But it wasn't loose. I was still driving it. But it does have to be put back into place. So they are at last done. Hooray! It's been a while. It's been more than a week. Maybe 10 days or something, but not too bad. Not too bad as a general rule. Now, if you're watching this, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. We are going to work on this building some more, maybe later today. We also I want to do a tour of the fantasy save file from Little Red Riding Sims. We've been having a lot of fun with that over the last couple of weeks. We need to move on to Brindleton Bay and see what is there. And in the meantime, thank you, as always, for watching.